everybody. Today we're here on the porch on a Monday afternoon.
Or it's getting close to noon.
Yeah.
And it is going to be a hot one here in the Great Smoky Mountains. In fact, the whole country is experiencing weather close to 100. And I think our high today is like 96 to 97. Now, today, a new restaurant opens in Pigeon Forge called the Cottage. And that used to be where the Red Rooster Pancake House once was. Yes, the Pancake House. It was Red Rooster Pancake House at one time. Dawn, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. I am feeling the heat already. So yeah, we're going to try this new restaurant out. The house is doing good. We're going to have some videos coming up of some future home improvements. The 4th of July is coming up pretty quick, so we got some plans for that as well. And what do you think so far?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Enjoying our new porches. And
the big thing right now is trying to stay cool and not let the heat get to you. I mean, it's really important. You know, we're not going to plan any strenuous hiking trips or nothing like that. And all that. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's do this, right?
The squirrels are all digging at the bird feeder and a bunch of bird food fell out.
You can't even see the top of Mount LeConte today. Very, very muggy. Very hot. And we're going to drive through the Harrisburg Covered Bridge, 1875. There's no tourist out here today.
The blue heron's down there.
Oh, you saw the blue heron?
He was in the river, probably looking for fish.
Tunnel of trees. Yeah, so this used to be the old Red Rooster. Now it's called the Cottage. Brunch and dinner. Now at the moment they're only open from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. I don't know if that's going to change as time goes on. Yeah, so it's located right here on the Parkway across from J.T. Hanna's. And we're going to give this a try. Now, I like what they've done to the building. I like the colors they have chosen. And it looks classy. It looks inviting. Now open for brunch, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it's kind of an upscale menu. Of course, they're offering brunch, breakfast, and lunch. And there's two sides to their menu. They have salads and handhelds. I noticed that they have, so yeah, they got a lot to choose from here. I'm not sure exactly what to get. Will I get more of a breakfast or will I get more of a lunch? I do want to share some fried green tomatoes. See what those are about. You know, we'll do that. And I think I'll probably get with, I'm not sure. Oh, wow, they do have Benton's ham and pimento cheese. So they do use a lot of local source foods, it looks like. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Charleston. You know what I mean? Like the type of menu you would see in Charleston. Oh, gosh, yeah. I love the decor in here. It looks real fancy, cottagey, I guess, right?
fancy in here, and everything's just well decorated and really clean.
So it's open, so you can see across the whole dining room. And I do like the decor in here. And they have a little bar over there, and it looks like they serve like beer and wine and some other things. They got an espresso machine over there as well. But I do like it. It's a lot of fun. And they brought out some lemon for our water. Yeah, very, very nice. I like the chairs, the color of the chairs, and of course the hardwood floors.
I ordered the beet salad, and I did plus the chicken on the side.
Oh, so you got chicken on the side. And I got the braised short ribs hash. We had to get the fried green tomatoes. It's got a little bit of a sauce over here. I always call it onion ring sauce, right? It's kind of a spicy sauce that you...
I guess you just pick it up with your fingers.
Go ahead and cut that in half. Let's see what we got. I always say, let's see if the tomato is green.
It smells like onions.
It smells like onions? It does smell like onion rings. I will say that. So is that the best fried green tomato in the Smokies? I know they have really good fried green tomatoes over at the Margaritaville Resort. Those are very good as well. Yeah, so the outside's really flaky. Now, I did see the waffles, and they look huge. They were being served to a guest on the other side, but... That sauce is super spicy, you know? The fried green tomatoes were very delicious. The sauce is super spicy, but it's very well done. So they give you a total of 5, and all I could eat was 2. Dawn had eaten 2. So we're going to have 1 to go home with us. Looks delicious. Oh my goodness, I like the fact that they used real potatoes. You know what I mean? Like, and they also had 2 eggs over easy on the side. And then this is your beet salad, right?
Salad. And I added some chicken to it.
So you added a protein, which is an extra cost.
You got radishes in it, carrots.
So it's got a herb vinaigrette dressing on it. Now this is the cheese. This is the... What's the name of that cheese again?
Breda cheese. It's like a mozzarella.
It's like a mozzarella. It's a Breda cheese.
It's kind of creamy.
So the cheese is creamy and looks good. Looks good. Little potato, green peppers, red peppers, onion. I like putting my potato into the egg, dipping it into the egg. And it all comes together. The short rib is super, super tender. And our total came out to $57.55. Yeah, that was the opening day of the Cottage. Yeah, it was really good. It's definitely different than most places here in the Smokies. What did you think of the Cottage?
It was good. It looked really fancy and like nice and clean in there. I mean, it's open, great opening day, but it was really nice.
Yeah, it reminds me of the food you get in Charleston, right?
Yeah.
Which is really, really good.
Like fancy.
Yeah, so I would say it's an upscale type brunch place. And it's going to be unique for this area because we don't have a lot of that. Like, a lot of our stuff is, mountain cooking. You know what I mean? So this is kind of like a southern cuisine, right? Mm-hmm. Place. And I think, definitely give folks a different choice when they're coming to Smoky Mountains when it comes to food. Now, they're only open for brunch, 8 a.m. to 2, but I think they're going to extend those hours maybe in the future. But as of right now, that's what it was. So how did you like your beet salad?
Oh my gosh, it was so good. The brie cheese was good.
Not brie, it's called Breda.
Breda? But it was so soft. It was like a mozzarella cheese.
Yeah.
Brie, it's like a mozzarella. And
it's not brie,
super
though.
Soft.
It's not brie.
No, it's
Brie's
not
got
brie.
a pungent like some taste.
And
But
the
it's
beans were
different.
just top notch.
So you liked your salad. Yeah. I enjoyed my braised short rib. I might have been calling it braised beef or something in the review, but that's what it was. It was a short rib. It was very tender, melt in your mouth. The potatoes were like an average potato, you know, you get at breakfast places. And it had onions and peppers, and that really, to me, set it off. And I've been on this kick lately about green peppers and onions. I don't know what it is, but I've been really into it lately, so that really hit the spot. The eggs were good.
The fried green tomatoes, it almost kind of tastes like an onion ring crust on it. I don't know about that. But then the sauce was like really super spicy. The fried green tomatoes were good though.
So the breading on it was like really thick, where normally
like onion ring breading.
It was almost like onion ring breading. Yeah, it tastes.
It was a little like different.
And you're right. I think it was with that sauce. You ever had that sauce at Burger King?
It's almost like a Thousand Island noise, saucier, like spicier.
No, but you know that sauce, the zesty sauce you get at Burger King? That's what it was, really. But this one here is a lot spicier than that one.
It was spicy.
And you know what? Their fried green tomatoes remind me of Burger King onion rings. Just say it. That's what I kept getting that. You got it too, right? It was onion rings. I felt that I was having onion rings. So I get excited sometimes. So yeah, the fried green tomatoes were different. They were different. It was $57 for breakfast. Yeah, I mean, upscale breakfast like that. They do have alcohol in there. You can get a beer, wine. They have the taps behind there. Of course, we don't do that, but that's an option. I imagine they could do those screwdrivers or whatever they call them for you in the morning if you want one of those. Yeah. So right here on the Parkway, I know there's a lot of folks out there that are sad because Red Rooster is gone. We had eaten here before when it was Red Rooster. In fact, we've eaten here a few times before, and I thought the breakfast was amazing then, and it's amazing now. So yeah, I guess the big question is to Dawn, and we ask it in all these videos. I don't know why, but we do, and it's just a thing on this channel, and it started way back in the beginning. You know, we've been doing food reviews now for what, 7 or 8 years on this channel, so it's been a while. Would you do the Cottage again? Yeah, I would definitely come back again. I'd like to try some other things on their menu. The waffle looked really good.
Yeah, the waffle.
I seen the waffle. It looked really good.
And the pancakes looked fluffy. And someone ordered one of those hamburgers with the sesame seed bun. The bun kind of looked orange, but the guy ate it. He liked it. So
yeah. So a new eatery in the Smokies. Now we're gonna head over to Ogle Furniture because they have outdoor patio furniture, and we are also in the market for some new furniture for our house. Probably not today, probably not in the next couple months, but we are gearing up for a new couch and some new seats. Of course, we have a nice lamp, we have a nice end table already and things like that. So I guess we're looking for some new couches, right? Now we talked about maybe getting a sectional, and we've been talking about a lot of things. So also, Ogle Furniture is a one-of-a-kind store. Of course, it's owned by the Ogles here in the Smokies. They have a lot of history, and they have a lot of like unique things in the store. And we've been there before on the channel, but we're gonna revisit. We're gonna see what's going on, and then we're gonna call it a day after that because we got some other things coming up later on today. And so this is gonna be like this and then that, this and that. That's what the video name of the video is. This and that. And it's getting busy down here, and it's also getting a lot warmer. And after we're gonna head over to Ogle, and then after that we're calling it a day. We're gonna chill in the air condition. I'm gonna edit this video for you all. And someone's here.
Hey, we're from Indiana, and we
hi,
love you guys.
Hi. We are here at Ogle Furniture, and this is a huge, and I mean a huge, furniture store. They have everything you can imagine. Everything for a cabin, anything for outdoors, couches, everything. And even if you're not shopping for furniture, they got a lot of really nifty things in here to look at. It is definitely an experience. And this place is huge. They also got some gas and oil signs. They got just a lot of great things. And if you're putting a cabin together, look at that table there, Dawn. There's a bear. They're sitting around a campfire. We got a lot of nifty things in here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the patio furniture first, which is out here, and then we'll just peruse around and take it all in. But yeah, it's just a unique little store here. They have a lot of like cabin stuff. And they got lots of taxidermy in here as well. And each area is themed. This one here looks like an outhouse over here, Dawn.
Yeah, because you got the haystack above you in the outhouse.
Yeah. And this is owned by the Ogle family. You know, the famous Ogles of Gatlinburg, the Great Smoky Mountains. Or at least some of its kin have something to do with this. And that smell of new furniture. Well, here we are, Dawn, the patio furniture. Now, they were very welcoming as we walked in, and they said, if you see a price, we can deal on it. And they said, if we have any questions, and they let us go. Some places, they follow you around, you know. At least here you can try to take it all in. Look at that, Dawn. It's a little outdoor fireplace. Yeah. You can put that and then have some chairs going around. I got some Tennessee rockers. Yeah, that's definitely a Tennessee rocker. They also have a Tennessee orange glider. I was corrected. They're saying those are not rockers, those are gliders. So thanks for correcting me.
You can get like a checkerboard.
This is Tennessee orange too.
Yeah. Homemade checkers.
Yeah, $1,600.
I don't know what that is. A bird feeder?
And they said they will deal, or they can, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I love these carved bears. That bench would look really good on your front porch as well. And they even have a biplane in here, Dawn. An old plane stuck to the ceiling.
It looks like it has bicycle tires.
Colonel Ogle, that's its name. Looking at the furniture is one thing, but looking what's stuck to the walls and the ceiling and is just another. And that's fun just in itself. But they do have a great selection of things that you don't see everywhere else. Yeah, they do have a lot of outdoor furniture. I didn't see anything right off the bat though. It's like, oh wow, we have to have, or at least Dawn says she hadn't seen anything that she had to have. But Dawn did find one piece that I think she was thinking about. What do you got here?
These wicker chairs are actually really comfortable and they're like really cushiony.
Yeah, I like that. A fireplace. Yeah, a little. See?
Yeah.
Wow. Now it's $1,500, but you do got to pay $327 for each of the chairs. And they got photos of the Great Smoky Mountains on the walls. Now this is a nice little lounger. Now this set here is sold, but this is kind of what we had our minds set on of getting roughly, right? Something in this realm here. But you do like that high rise over there, don't you? Yeah, that wicker high rise.
They're soft.
Yeah. The only bad thing about it is that wicker, like 10 years from now, they start to deteriorate. Yeah. We're here. You got this is that composite wood that will last forever. But this one here is already sold. So I absolutely love this rocker here. It's got that that old-fashioned Tennessee look, where they have woven the back and the chair seat. And I think I heard of this rocking company, P&P Chair Company, and these here are Hinkles. I believe these are also made here in, I want to say they're made in Tennessee, Springfield, Tennessee. And it's almost intimidating to take the sheer size of this place in. Nobody puts Clint Eastwood in the corner. Nobody. That reminds me of Alaska, doesn't it? That fish up there.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it kind of has that Alaska feel. I like it. It's not for sale. Not everything's for sale here. Some things are. Well, technically everything is for sale if you give them the right price, right? I think they said that to me once. Everything in here can be for sale if you give them the right price. So, there's a longhorn steer. So we're gonna start looking for a couch, and oh my goodness, Dawn, is that Doc up there? That might be Doc from Cars. Yeah, it's an old Nash Rambler up there. Or a Nash. But yeah, the theming is just part of the trip. We're also looking for a new couch and possibly a dining room table. Right?
I've been looking for a new couch for years.
There's nothing wrong with the one we have. It's just Dawn wants something, a little bigger. Because right now it's just enough room for like 3 people on it. And Dawn wants to have a bigger set where we can have, we have that great big deck now, right?
Our couch is like from Michigan, and it's old.
Well, it's not bad though.
Yeah. It's still in good shape.
Yeah. The thing is that now that we have that deck, we want to start maybe entertaining a little bit, but we need more couch space in our living room, right? So that's what we're kind of looking at. We're looking at like roughly like maybe a sectional, where, 4 or more people could sit. Because right now you can only put 3 people in our living room comfortably. There's a lot of great Smoky Mountain history plastered throughout this place. They collected a lot of really great artifacts. So it's kind of like a museum in a way too. Yeah, welcome to the cabin. There's a Coca-Cola vending machine. We could also get a set like this. Instead of like a sectional, you could just have that up against one wall and then have that up against the other wall. You know what I mean? Something in that realm as well. We talked about getting leather too.
Yeah.
And all of these couches here are sold and are getting ready to be shipped. They all have sold tags on them.
All those new cabins and homes going up.
All these new cabins in the area and homes and stuff. You could tell a lot of these are going to cabins. I could just tell by the way they look. And they have a really nice little area over here of military gear. It's kind of like a museum in a way. So we could get a dining room table like this here. Something like that. Huh?
Get rid of the island and put this in here. You've got 4 chairs and some shelving.
So you kind of like this one here.
Yeah.
You got a little shelving on the end.
Something to think about.
Yeah, we're looking for a little dining area. We do have somewhat a dining area, but not really.
Well, the island's taking up most of the kitchen.
Yeah, we have an island that we're going to get rid of, I think, during our remodel. Oh my goodness, look at this couch. It's kind of like, look how fluffy it is. That's like the fluffiest couch I've ever seen. It's almost like furs, like, you know what I mean? What are you doing?
I don't know. It's soft.
But do you see how, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but wow. $2,100. Well, there's Cade's Cove there. And you have a little painting of Sevierville up there. So if you're looking for maybe a painting or some kind of decor, decoration of the Great Smoky Mountains, this is a great place to come for that. Yeah, they got a lot of nice Cade's Cove and Smoky Mountain pieces. There's a cantilever barn there, an old tobacco barn. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, parked a truck on the inside. Ford trucks last longer. A whole area dedicated to Dolly. All those cast iron coin banks. There's a Dolly doll up there. And then they have a backing to a pinball machine. So she also had a pinball machine at one time. I think I've seen one. Can't remember where, but yeah, so that guitar up there is autographed by Connie Smith, Porter Wagner, Little Jimmy Dickens, Vince Gill, Amy Grant, George Jones, and Ralph Emery. And there is some Dolly autographs as well. Yeah, I kind of like leather. I like the smell of the leather. Dawn, not so much. Look at this little racer. It looks like fun. Harley Davidson motorcycles. A couple old motorcycles here. This reminds me when we visited Milwaukee, we visited the Harley Davidson Museum. These bottles are cemented right in the wall. There's an old Mountain Dew bottle. And I love that old door. Yeah, moonshine is big in these mountains. Here's a little painting of Popcorn Sutton. Cass Walker Supermarket. It's an old paper bag. Roosevelt wins third term. And I love old signs. It's hard to take them all in. I love that Mountain Dew one there. A lot of them are local to the area. Oh, there's the Pines Theater. Look, it feels like the Honey Bear.
Something you would see in
You can see all of downtown Sevierville from up here. Kind of gives you a bird's eye view. Yeah, we're on the second floor now. It's a huge building. Sevierville Wall of Mayors. And they have the photos of all the different mayors here over the years. Quite a few of them. Huh. You will still see some of the names of these mayors in the area. Some of the streets are named after them. Some of the roads are. Parks, things like that. Beautiful, beautiful views from up here. Well, and I could feel the heat just trying to make its way in through the windows. It's hot out there. It's 96 degrees at the moment. But this is a cool place to come and, I guess, chill. And we did find a few things that we liked. Of course, we're not done looking just yet. There's a whole nother section we have to get to. But you could tell that they're moving stuff around. The Sevierville Cinema 3, the finest motion picture entertainment. Dolly Parton Parkway at Gary Wade Boulevard. The Smoky Mountain Gospel Jubilee. All the Boy Scout stuff. The covered bridges of Madison County. We've been here.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember the Black Bear Jamboree? It used to be where Hatfield McCoy's is now. Oh, Blackwood's Breakfast. Murder Mystery still around. Oh wow, look at that. It kind of reminds me of like Christmas Story or something. Kodak Post Office and Barber Shop. If I'm not mistaken, this is how they started, by making brooms. That's how the Ogles made a living, and it turned into this. And I believe these are still made by the family today. Yeah.
It's a double one.
Yeah, there's a double broom there.
Got a face on them.
Now they're decorative pieces, if you think about it. You know what I mean?
Hanging on the wall.
Yeah, you hang it. Every single time I come in here, I always stop and look at all the postcards they have collected. There's so many from Gatlinburg and the area. Blue Ridge Parkway, and the Great Smoky Mountains. There's a model of an old tobacco barn up there. Yeah, I just enjoy looking at all these postcards. They just removed the train not too long ago. The old Rebel Railroad sign. Some of these buildings are still here and some are gone. There's old Christ Gardens. My grandmother used to go there way back before I was born. And there's Trotters. Who remembers the Village Inn? Wow, there's a lot. Rock City Gardens. We're sitting on, I call it the bunny fur couch because
It does feel soft, like a bunny.
I like it. The problem is that this furry couch is going to attract everything. And God forbid that you are going to spill something on this couch. But it is comfortable though. They do have some unique things in here. The bunny fur couch. That is, yeah. Yep, so they do have a lot of cool outdoor furniture. There's a couple pieces that we liked. We're still keeping our options open though.
Yeah.
We are gonna probably maybe at the end of this year or maybe in the next year. I don't know. We're gonna get some new for couches and stuff like that. So, I think we got some things in mind. I know we talked about leather. We talked about a lot of different things. Folks, thank you so much for joining us on our little adventure today. Now it's time for you to have your own. We love you, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise, they'll take you to see the countryside, driving all over Tennessee in their little yeller Jeep. You can come along wherever they go, all you gotta do is watch the show, so be sure you tune in. Don, would you do this again?